All right, welcome to Hunting for Silver Linings for this Friday, September 11, 2020. Today, hosted by myself, Corey Hart. I'm with Startup Grind chapter in Grand Rapids, right here in Great Lakes region of the United States. And today we have our special guest. We have Farouq from Cairo, Egypt. We tried having him on a few weeks ago, had a good conversation. However, the connection was a little off, so we're doing this again. So I really appreciate his generosity in doing this a second time. And we're brought to you by Startup
Hello.
Grind, the world's largest startup community. We have 600 chapters in over 125 countries, and we operate with a mission to educate, inspire, and connect. We're doing this because the pandemic has been and will continue to be the great global leveler, and as entrepreneurs, we need to do our very best for our businesses, our teams, and families, and to do so, we need to be rational, informed, and analytical with our thinking. We should also learn to control our biases as they emerge in various circumstances. Of course, we invite everyone to join us live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as we do these check-ins and we track the intersection of facts, bias, and action through our real talk with Startup Grind chapter directors, entrepreneurs, and ecosystem stakeholders from around the world. And also, we do this because no one's got a crystal ball. But if we keep our eyes and ears open and pay attention, we may be able to see around the bend and with some luck, spot the silver linings that are around every cloud. And you can always catch these recordings online at startupgrind.com/grand-rapids or on the Startup Grind's YouTube channel. So with that, I just really want to give a nice little welcome to you, Farouq. Thanks for joining us.
Welcome to you, Tabori. Welcome to you.
So we always like to start with a little background of our chapter directors, learn a little bit more about your personal history.
Yeah.
What was your draw to being an entrepreneur, and how did you find Startup Grind?
Yeah. Okay. I started my journey from 10 years ago when I was still in university. I founded my first company while I'm in university. It's a tech company. It's called Egyptronics. Egyptronics. It's tried to providing a security system devices for cars. You know about if you aware about if 2011 2012 it was like Egyptian revolution, and we have a lot of things changing. People behavior is changing with the revolution. And there's like insecurity it's happening due to revolution. So our solution was protect the cars from being to be theft. So we was trying to provide this solution, like provide security system devices to protect the cars. This was my first company, and due to like some like licenses and some regulation from government, I still didn't can go away with the company. So I closed the company at 2013, and I started an application. It's called Front-End. Front-End was an application for people to socialize, but we are trying to people to make socialize through offline events. So we're asking people to go from online to offline. So we are trying to gathering people through their interest. So if you like a group of people like love books or love business, so we can connect together, or maybe love football. And my friends didn't like football, so I will able to make a friends and connect and go from online to being online to be social and going to offline events based on your interest. Then I had an opportunity from US Embassy, and I went to have like a scholarship from Kelly School of Business, Indiana University. It was a great opportunity. So I studied entrepreneurship in Indiana University. It was a great experience for me to learn more about this. And from here, once I come back to Egypt, I knew about. I was one of organizers at Startup Weekend. If you know about Startup Weekend, and from here it is like an opportunity to start like chapter for here in Egypt for Startup Grind. And I started my journey with Startup Grind from at late 2016. sorry, at the beginning of 2016, and we ran about 31 offline events for now. And after that, after like running for 6 or 7 events, I found myself that I am interested in e-commerce industry. So I founded a company at e-commerce industry. It's called Zaytuna. Zaytuna, it's for e-commerce for hijab or veiled fashion. We are trying to sell everything that's related to women, like skirts, dresses, hijab, veiled scarves, something like stuff like that. And we are doing well so far. We started at 2016 and still the company is running for about 4 years. And I'm here.
Very good. So sounds like that sounds like a fun journey.
Yes.
And it's really interesting how
Yeah.
like as chapter directors, we as we're hosting our events and getting to know our
Yes.
communities better and better, it opens up opportunities for us too. So
Sure.
that's awesome.
Yes.
Congratulations on that and the success of your latest venture. That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
So now you also mentioned your connection through the U.S. Embassy there. So speaking about your ecosystem there in Cairo, I mean, you have, tens of millions of people in the
Yes.
city. It's a
Yes.
very robust ecosystem for entrepreneurship, old school and new school.
Yes.
There's I imagine there's an informal economy, and then you have your your more digital economy as
Yes.
well. The support system for entrepreneurship. I know that the U.S. Embassy has that they're interested in finding tech startups and helping people out.
Yes.
There's also some support from the government. Can you speak of as an entrepreneur, if I'm say a founder in Cairo and
Yeah.
I'm just getting started, I have an idea, where
Yeah.
do I go? Where can I find some support other than Startup Grind?
Okay, the ecosystem, I think while I started my journey in 2010, it was like the born of ecosystem from there. So the ecosystem, it's not earlier than 2010. It's starting forming from 2010, and we have now a key players in and supporting entities like support for supporting startups and entrepreneurs. We have a government supporting entities like TEAC. TEAC it's a shortcut for Technology and Innovation Center. It's have like an accelerated program for 3 months, and they have incubator program for 1 year, and they give you fund between we can say in Egyptian pound, it's between 100,000 to 250,000 Egyptian pound, and they don't ask you for equity; it's equity free. So this is something related for government, and we have like a private sector. We have accelerator called the Flat Six Lab, and we have something called Falak, and we have accelerators called Mint. This all they can apply for. There is no they are not specialized in supporting industry or not. Maybe if you have any idea related to any industry, you can apply, and they are giving you fund between 700,000 Egyptian pound to 100 million Egyptian pound, and they take like share about 10% from your company. Um, uh, anything. I think this was like the main key players.
Sure.
And we have like working spaces like Makar and Startup House that supporting entrepreneurs and freelancers at the first of their journey if they hadn't have the fund for to have an office or something like that. So this like I think the big picture of
Sure.
Egyptian ecosystem.
And it's fairly easy as a early entrepreneur to find out that those things exist? They're not. It's not secret, right?
Yeah, no, it's very easy.
Okay.
Um, yeah, but I think it's yeah, in Egyptian, yeah, in Egypt, Egyptian ecosystem, like it's maybe it's like a closed community. It's
Okay.
not in public, so it's maybe you have some difficulty to find this information. I don't I can't say that it's a secret, but it's not public.
Sure.
So it's in the middle.
Right. So let's say, I guess on the issue of talent, I've read that your ecosystem has a lot of really
Yeah.
good talent, like sharp
Yes.
minds. Is that
Yes.
is that because the universities are training people really well? Here in the U.S., sometimes we find that people will graduate from the university and not know very much. They're not prepared for
Yes.
they're not prepared for
Yes.
the
Yeah.
world.
We
Um,
well, we have the same. We have the
okay,
same, and maybe more because it's like it's the difference between the U.S. education and Egyptian education for sure. Uh, and I think we have a difficulty to find talent. It's not easy. Maybe I feel like we have a problem in the pipeline for entrepreneurs to have a new entrepreneurs. I feel like the ecosystem it's limited. Maybe like I can say for example, it's 10,000 people,
okay,
and we are more over 1 million, 100 million people in Egypt.
yeah,
So 10,000 people from 100 million, I think it's a percentage. It's 0.01%.
yeah,
So it's it's very limited, and I think we have a problem. Maybe you can find the same company, uh, raise an investment from different entities, because they didn't find a good company to invest in.
sure,
So yeah, so I think we have a problem in this area. Um, in the beginning of the era of uh, launching the ecosystem, it was we have a good talents, we have a lot of people around, but I see that it's like it's declining, it's
okay.
decreased now. Yeah.
Is it a mindset of do people
Excuse
not?
me.
I'm wondering if it's like a mindset issue, like people don't um, like to do. Like here, some in some regions within the U.S.,
Yeah.
like if I told my family, oh, I have this idea, I want to do this, immediately they will say, oh, why would you do that? You should get this job instead, or that's silly to do something on your own. Like um, there's not
Yeah.
a lot of familial or friend like support and encouragement. Um,
Yes. Yes.
so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, we have the same mindset. If you are doing something new, you always find a resistance from people around you, from your family. Uh, I think it's now it's more after 10 years. It's more to I think it's now people understand that that you can go the same path like your father or your family, and you can start something new because they knew that when they go for this path they didn't achieve something, so they don't need you to go in the same it's the same path that you go. So I think friends and family now it's encourage people, encourage you, encourage us to do more. Um, but again, I think it's a problem in pipeline and the mindset of entrepreneur to find a problem and how to have a gap and how to find the solution for this problem, innovative solution. I think this is a mindset. It's need to work on it to
Sure.
have a new entrepreneurs.
And is it pretty is it popular for people to be talking about these types of successes? So when you have an entrepreneur and they have a successful business that comes out of, say, an accelerator, and they raise some money and they have some traction, do other people read about it? Is it covered in like news at all? Like, is that how people
Yes,
might?
yes, for sure. Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah. We have like you have a good media coverage here. We have a lot of key players in the ecosystem that talking and like make a good media coverage. Uh, we have like a startup scene. We have the megabytes and sometimes if like a global startup, maybe TechCrunch is talking about what's happening. So I think it's like we have a good coverage. We have a good coverage
cool.
in this.
So now, on the last question on the topic of talent. So I have a good idea. I'm building my business. Is it fairly easy then, even though the ecosystem is somewhat closed, to find all the talent I need, like within Egypt, or do I have to find my developers like elsewhere? Is it more popular to find, like, do I have to go to India or Ukraine or Bulgaria, or can I do everything in Egypt or the MENA region?
No, you can do everything in Egypt, and you can find, but it's not easy to find. But you can find, and you need to scout the good talent and keep searching on it. We have all capabilities to do anything. And if you are thinking about any startup idea, whatever, it's hard or it's maybe like technically it's not easy. You can find the talents to help you and you can join the team.
Cool. Now I'd like to learn a little bit about um, the investment scene there. So I have my idea, right? Okay, and I have some traction. Um, the my first money, is it
Yeah.
friends and family, or am I really trying to get those grants from the incubators? And then, like, are there angel groups? I mean, I saw that there are a couple like large angel groups. Is that popular and easy to plug into, or do I have to know somebody?
Um, um, well, I think we have two options here. Maybe you at the first of beginning of the ecosystem, uh, uh, because it's not easy to persuade your family or your friends to. I am working on a new idea and I want you to support me and I will give you X equity in my company and give me money to achieve this. I think it's we didn't go for this way, and we go for people that know about startups and entrepreneurship and supporting entities like that to raise like a seed fund for this. But now I think people are more educated, the more know about. You can find, you can start a company and you can have, and you can gain some money. So maybe now it's easy for anyone to, if you have an idea, to go for his family and friends and persuade them to give him money to start their business. Now it's easy now to do this.
And then the follow-on rounds, so like a larger seed round, Series A, stuff like that, is that popular to do within the ecosystem, or is it more popular
Yeah,
for
yeah.
people outside of the region to come in
No,
and invest?
yeah, a venture capitals that working on this like in Series A and Series B. We have Algebra Ventures. We have Endure Capital, um, and we have start a venture capital called Modus VC. They are focusing on startups that moving from the seed funding and seed stage to gross. So they started working with startups that's looking for Series A, Series B funding. So we have an Egyptian venture capitals, and we have like in we can say it's in the MENA region, we have like 500 startups in the MENA region. So
Uh-huh.
if you can raise fund in seed and in if you're looking for serious funding, you can go for 500. And they have already a program for at Saudi Arabia and uh, and the Bahrain, I think. So any startup from in the region, and we have a lot of Egyptian startups during like I think the last three cycles of 500, they are raising money from 500, 500 in MENA region.
Awesome. So that's really great to hear. Now, well, I want to learn a little bit about the sectors. Do you have any sectors that are more popular than others? I know, I mean, Cairo, you have like 25 million people, so
Uh,
fairly diverse. You know, very large, um, large. Like diverse
yeah,
ecosystem there, but is it primarily like are people really excited about fintech? I know you're in e-commerce personally, um,
yes.
medical, like what are the hot sectors?
Uh, I think the health tech. It's a hot industry now. We have a lot of startups and applications provide a ton of solutions for health. I think it's one of uh, of the biggest industry, and we have a fintech. I think it's doing well now because due to the pandemic, you have a lot of digital transformation start to happen. Like paying my bills, want to renew my licenses, my car, everything you can go now and pay it online, and you can do it at your home. So it's booming now, fintech, and for sure the e-commerce it's doing very well in the pandemic because we don't have an option like retail. If you can go to shop and buy, because we all shops it was closed more than for 4 months. So a lot of people go and stay at home. You have to stay at home during the pandemic. So people was strike to serving on Facebook and Google and Instagram and find a lot of stuff to buy. So it's e-commerce. I think it's booming the same. So we have health tech, uh, fintech, and e-commerce. I think it's the winning industries during the last period.
Um, awesome. So now, if understanding that as say an outside investor, is it pretty popular to have outside investors coming into the region looking for opportunities and startups to fund?
Yeah. I think we have uh, investors coming from outside. Maybe like companies want to expand their business in like in the MENA region or in Egypt. Maybe it's a good opportunity for them. But I think we have foreigners investors coming to Egypt.
And like, what would be like the biggest need for startups and biggest opportunity for investors? Say I had a fund and I was coming specifically to your region, and I was maybe asking you personally, like, "Hey, I have a bucket of money. What is maybe the most popular need as far as size of investment? Like, would it be like for us here in my region, um, like the real need is around that 300 to $500,000, like in the Great Lakes region, which you're familiar with because you were in
Yeah,
Indiana. So, um, but if like it's easy for me to find angel money here, but it's difficult for me to find that as soon as I get to 300,000, it's difficult. So that's the
yeah,
opportunity for somebody coming outside into this market to grab up a lot of opportunity if they were able to fund that amount. Does that make sense?
yeah.
So what is the
Um,
opportunity in Cairo or in Egypt?
uh, I think the biggest one of them from the biggest industries that you can, if you have the money and you want to invest. I think Egypt people like love food so much. So the food and beverage business is one the the biggest industries that you can make money of it. Like if you any service like opening a restaurant, have a food application, cloud kitchens. Maybe it's like to be it's a good business now. If you have a cloud kitchen and you can have like a delivery and you can work on this business line of business. I think food and beverage is one of the biggest industry, and you can, if you have money and want to invest it, it will be a good opportunity.
Now, if I do so, am I like I'm safe? I can feel safe with my investment as far as corporate governance and
Yeah.
The government system as far as honoring my investment, as far like property rights.
Yes. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I think it's we have a good regulations and a good secure environment regarding the investment and if you are looking to invest, I think it's a government. It's seeing this is like an opportunity. They don't want to lose. So I think it's safe and secure if anyone looking for investment, because they see that this will be a good for like look for I can say for um, I can it's good for the environment. It's good for the ecosystem. That it's if you have a money coming from outside and invest, this means like a new opportunities, like unemployment
Right.
percentage will be decreased. So everything it's go for making people life better. So this is how government, any government will think about this.
And so now, say I'm an entrepreneur and I have an idea specifically for your region, and I want to start a company there. Is it fairly easy for me to move into the region and begin my business, or do I need to find a local partner to help me? Because I know, like Santiago, Chile, like you can go to Chile and get a visa within 2 weeks, and they'll give you some money to start your business. France, just in 2019, started like uh, uh, entrepreneurship, like digital nomad, like
Yeah.
visa. That's happening in Croatia is just passing one now, trying to get entrepreneurs to move into those regions and start their businesses there. Is that popular?
Yeah, it's popular, and we we don't have like a regulations in if you are like a foreign people want to register a company here in Egypt. It's easy to go for we have like investment minister. You can go for it, and it's easy to steps and papers to register a company, and it didn't take a lot of time. It's trying to enhance this step, like regulations and government. So we don't have like to have a partner, Egyptian partner, for to start a company. You can have totally 100%. You own the company or foreign, or to be like a foreign company. It's no problem in this.
Cool. Now, as a mentor yourself, you said you participated in Startup Weekend, and obviously you're the chapter
Yes.
director for Startup Grind. Um,
Yeah.
and you are kind of the mayor of your ecosystem. People look to you for answers. Through this last 6 months of uncertainty, what are some of the more compelling problems that people have come to you with, or also maybe what is some of the more popular advice that you found yourself giving people as they try to navigate the uncertainty?
Um, I think the main concern was about um, people that was having business and focusing on like selling and offline. like selling in events and working was like a retail business, like working on B2B sales. Um, once pandemic was happening, um, everything was stopped, and they tried to find a new solution or new way to how to make their business going good and try to make a lot of success. So I tried to direct people how to sell online and the way to sell online, even from starting to choose the platform to make your website, uh, and in working in Facebook ads and Google ads, and the performance of your ad, and working with the courier or logistics stuff related. So that's what was I'm trying to do in the last 6 months, is working people to make like a transformation from working offline to online, and starting to have a new channel for their businesses, even if pandemic is still going, or maybe we don't have what will happen until the end of this year. You can still make your business running, and you can sell online. That's what I'm trying to do in the last 6 months.
Sure. Do you have any favorite examples of people that have successfully navigated this last 6 months, like maybe a really good pivot?
Um, um, yeah, I think we have a failure pivots and success pivots. Uh, I can say uh, um, a lot. I think all of the startups that are working on e-commerce stuff, uh, first of their mind, and I know it's maybe if they are cloning the model. Uh, People want everything to come to their home. They don't want to go out. So any startup working on e-commerce, whatever it's business, they are trying to sell the people and they provide the business for, like, if you want your grocery, I can make your grocery, medical, and they are trying to pivot the business to selling this for people in addition of their business. And I think it's this is not make any different, and they failed. I think they failed after the this period. I think the pandemic is trying to it's going to decline. They didn't now make like, or didn't provide this service anymore. uh, this maybe we can say it's a failure of pivoting, and we have a good example for good pivoting. We have a company called Sigma Fit. Sigma Fit is providing uh, sports clothes, and is a I think the added value of their products. It's they are depending on a technology called nanotechnology for shirts and pants. It's like something was like resistant for water, so you can feel like it's sweet, and you can feel it's wet. So they invented like a mask with this same nanotechnology, and it was a good mask. They did with a good technology, and they sold uh, a, a ton of sales from this month. Maybe they they achieved between June and July and August. Maybe they sell masks with 1.5 million Egyptian pound from this mask. Yes, this is a
That's
good.
crazy.
It was a good. Yes, it's a good
That's
thing.
awesome. Um, last couple of questions here. Maybe did you want
Yeah,
to talk about the partnership that you have upcoming in the next few months and the
yeah,
events that you'll be doing?
yeah. Yeah, we have a partnership with EWS the next 3 months, which will be September, October, and December, and we will have like a free credit for people, startups, they can use for using AWS services, and we will try to have our guests to be like tech tech entrepreneurs in our events. So we our next event will be in September to 26, and we will have an entrepreneur called Mu'taz Salah. He is a founder and CEO of cybertalents.com. It's a platform that you can hire a talents in high technology skills for your company. So you can ask them to what you need exactly. If you need like a software engineer, you need like CTO, you need like testing developer or iOS developer, Android developer. You can ask what you need, and they trying to scout and find this for you and make an interview for them, and you have them for your company. So that's what I'm trying to do in cyber talent. So we'll have Mu'taz talking about this in next 26th of September.
Cool. Great. Well, yeah, congrats on that partnership. That always makes things a lot easier, you know, especially with awareness and helping develop the ecosystem. Last question is, what can the global startup grind group of directors do for you personally? What can we do for you, Farouq?
Yeah, I like your initiative to hosting directors from startup grind, from different economy, from different cultures, and discover them, know their opportunity. Maybe you can find an opportunity in this untapped market, like for you. I like this initiative. I hope I can make this initiative here in Egypt, and hosting you and another directors to talk about their ecosystem, their economy, and maybe you find like opportunity, maybe find like a cooperation, or making like a partnership for something, maybe to make like an impact. So I hope I can do something like that you do in your chapter, and make like an initiative like that.
Cool. Well, yeah, if you need anything, of course, definitely reach out.
Yes,
I find
sure.
that's an important question that I like to ask, because a lot of people, they assume, it's easy to assume,
Yes.
Farouq was over there in Cairo, big, busy ecosystem. He doesn't need anything. He's doing fine. He's,
No.
but it's one thing to assume,
No,
right?
no, 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 no. There is no. I think. I think as entrepreneurs, we always need help. We always need mentors. We always need to talk to each other, like to make like everything. It will be okay. We have all we have a challenges. All we are
Hmm.
thinking over the day. We are working over 24 hours. I think it's no nobody. Everybody needs help. Everybody needs to talk with someone for
Yeah.
sure.
I just spoke with the director from Moscow, and a few weeks earlier, I spoke to the director in St. Petersburg. Those two are both working on a online, like sort of like a pre-accelerator program
Yeah,
for companies, and they're interested in finding international mentors. So if you have
yeah,
anyone in your network that would be interested in being a mentor for St. Petersburg or Moscow, or Russian
yeah.
um, uh, entrepreneurs, they're looking for that kind of help. So that's all I
Yeah, yeah.
have.
I like the idea. Maybe like if you make like an introduction with them, I want to know more about the pre accelerator. I think in Egypt we need something like that here in Egypt. I would love to know more about this. If
Yeah,
you
they have
can,
a they have a very interesting approach to how they're like finding the problem, because a lot of people will approach a business and say, okay, I'm going to do this, this, and this, and go through my accelerator program, and then I just come out the other side. They have a
Yeah,
unique asking those first questions to validate your product and know who your customer is. So I'm excited to introduce you guys. I'll do that as soon as we get off the call. But
yeah.
so Farouq, thank you so much for your time.
Th-
Thanks for doing this a second time, because the first was a
Thank you.
little
No problem.
crazy, but
No
really
problem.
grateful, and
Yeah,
so
thank
happy to
you.
make your acquaintance, and maybe one
Thank
day
you so much.
we'll be able to share a meal together or something.
Yes, yes, for sure, Corey, for sure.
So
Thank you so
have a
much.
good rest
Thank
of
you.
your day. Okay, I'll let you
Yeah,
have the rest
see
of your
you.
evening back. Okay, ciao.
Okay, okay. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.